actors might play best friends or lovers on the big screen, but you never know what the relationship looks like when the director yells, "Cut!" Well, in the case of these feuding celebrities, things weren't great. A great script can make you forget that there's more to a performance than what shows up on screen, but that hasn't stopped us from finding out about these 10 actors who refuse to work with each other. Jamie Foxx and LL Cool J. This beef started on the set of Any Given Sunday.
My name is Willie.
Apparently, LL Cool J got carried away and gave Jamie Foxx an unscripted shove while they were filming a scene together. The shove turned into a fight, and the police were called in to make a report. After the movie came out, LL Cool J dissed Foxx on his next album, GOAT, while Foxx used the fight as fodder for his stand-up special, I Might Need Security. Eventually, the two actor-musicians squashed their beef and collaborated on the song Best Dress in 2006. Nicolas Cage and Kathleen Turner. According to Kathleen Turner, Nicolas Cage was a real torture to work with on the set of Peggy Sue Got Married. In Turner's 2008 memoir, she complained about Cage's fake teeth and the weird voice he used for the film. More consequently, she accused him of getting arrested for drunk driving and stealing a chihuahua, saying he'd come across a chihuahua he liked and stuck it in his jacket. In response, Cage sued for libel and slander, and eventually won an apology. Nevertheless, one doubts these two will ever be acting together anytime soon. Naya Rivera and Michele. Back when Naya Rivera was rumored to have been fired from Glee at the end of the 5th season, there was a lot of talk about the feud between Rivera and her co-star Michele. Some rumors floated around that Michele had slept with Rivera's fiancé, Big Sean, but the truth seems to be less scandalous. In her memoir, Rivera claimed that they were both strong-willed, and that it became more pronounced when Santana, Rivera's character, got more screen time in the later seasons. Apparently, the two actresses stopped talking by season 6, when Rivera was given reduced screen time and eventually written off the show entirely. Sharon Stone and William Baldwin. Sharon Stone and William Baldwin played passionate lovers in the erotic thriller Sliver, but apparently there was no chemistry behind the scenes. In a scandalous tell-all autobiography, screenwriter Joe Esterhazy claims that Stone couldn't stand Baldwin and used mouthwash every time they kissed on screen. He also claims that Stone took the film's rough sex scenes a bit too far when she bit Baldwin's tongue. The actor couldn't speak for days after. For her part, Stone claims that Esterhazy's book is more comedy than reality. Nevertheless, the two actors never worked together again. James Franco and Tyrese Gibson. In 2006, James Franco starred in the military boxing drama Annapolis with Tyrese Gibson. At the time, Franco was a dedicated method actor, which made him very intense and difficult to work with at times. Gibson,
You got something to eat up in there? We hungry.
best known as the class clown in the Fast and Furious films, had a hard time working with this version of Franco, and things came to a head while making the film's climactic boxing match. Apparently, Franco didn't pull any of his punches, and Gibson took it personally. In a 2007 interview with Playboy, he said he never wants to work with Franco again.
He got that from me.
Charlie Sheen and Selma Blair. Charlie Sheen was dramatically fired from his hit sitcom 2.5 Men after his hard partying ways came to light in 2011.
Drugs?
But after melting down in public, he quietly got back to work. In Anger Management, Sheen plays Charlie Goodson, an anger management therapist. Ironically, Sheen was angered that his co-star Selma Blair had complained about his work ethic, and so he reportedly fired her by text message, calling her the C-word. Laura Bell Bundy was quickly hired as Sheen's new love interest, Dr. Jordan Denby. Blair reportedly threatened to sue the production, but reached a settlement which probably made up for having to work with Charlie Sheen. Bill Murray and Lucy Liu. Bill Murray seems so cool and relaxed in real life that it's hard to believe he could ever get into a serious feud with a co-star. Yet, here he is on the list. During the making of Charlie's Angels, Murray reportedly got into a fight with co-star and angel Lucy Liu, telling her she couldn't act, to which she responded by throwing punches at him. Later, director McG accused Murray of trying to headbutt him, to which Murray responded that he deserves to die. It goes without saying, Murray did not return to make the sequel. He was replaced by Bernie Mac for Charlie's Angels Full Throttle. Will Smith and Janet Hubert. Everybody remembers Aunt Viv from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but do you remember that there was actually 2 Aunt Vivs? Janet Hubert, who played Vivian for the first 3 seasons, was replaced by Daphne Maxwell Reid, who played the character for the rest of the series. Will Smith accused her of wanting to make the show Aunt Viv of Bel-Air, while Alfonso Ribeiro, who played Carlton, said she was crazy. For her part, Hubert claims that they were lying about her, but wants a reunion to happen so they can move past the feud. Bette Davis and Joan Crawford. Bette Davis and Joan Crawford had the most notorious feud in Golden Age Hollywood for years. It began over their shared affections for actor Franco, but it lasted for decades. They didn't work together until 1962, when the former screen sirens were cast opposite each other in Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, a film about two lonely, aging screen stars living together in an old mansion. Though the filming was reportedly heinous, with the two actors making each other's lives difficult, the press played up their feud and it was a big hit. They were soon cast in a follow-up, Hush Hush Sweet Charlotte, but Crawford quit after a few days, blaming Davis's behavior on set.
Give me a hand, will you? Give me something.
Robert Downey Jr. and Terrence Howard. Fans of the Iron Man franchise can probably tell you that something changed between the first movie and the second. While Terrence Howard played Iron Man's sidekick, James Rhodey Rhodes, in the first film,
Who's this?
It's Rhodes.
he was replaced by Don Cheadle in the sequel. Apparently, he left the project due to a salary dispute and blamed Downey for not having his back, telling an interviewer that it turns out that the person that I helped become Iron Man took the money that was supposed to go to me and pushed me out. Despite this, the two actors reunited at producer Brian Grazer's wedding earlier this year. So what do you think of our list? Are there any more celebrity feuds that could have made the cut? Join the discussion in the comments below, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like this one.